Ready? Okay. Hey Huskies, welcome to day one of our virtual Club Rush week. Today we're going to be focusing on our art and STEM clubs, Culinary Arts Club, Husky Animate, Performing Arts Club, Washington High School Computer Science and AI for Nonprofit, Data Science, Washington High School Gaming, Hack Club, Washington High School Neuroscience, and Washington High School Robotics. Let's start off with club introductions. First off, we have the Culinary Arts Club being represented by Caitlin Starmer and Natalie Rue. You guys can go now.
Okay. Hi, I'm Natalie and I'm the president of Culinary Arts.
Okay, next up we have Husky Animate, which is being repped by Stephen Huang and Sophia Benton.
Hi, I actually go by Andy, but also Stephen wasn't able to make it, and I'm the VP, and Ariani, our treasurer, was able to come.
Hello.
Okay, next up we have our Performing Arts Club, which is repped by Alyssa Freitas and Alicia Murphy.
Hi, I'm Alyssa and I'm the treasurer of the club.
Hi, I'm Alicia and I'm the secretary of the club.
Okay, moving on to our STEM clubs now. First off, we're going to start with Washington High School Computer Science and AI for Nonprofit, which will be represented by Aryansh Shrivastava and Mehul Nair.
Yeah, hi, my name is Aryan Shrivastava and I'm the president of the club.
Hi, my name is Mehul Nair. I'm the vice president of the club.
After that, it's going to be Data Science, which is going to be repped by Christopher Chow.
What's up, guys? My name is Christopher Chow, and I'm the president of the WHS Data Science.
After that, it's going to be Washington High School Gaming, which will be repped by Ansh Sharma and Kaz Connor Waitley.
Hi, Kaz here. I'm the vice president, and Ansh, the president, is waiting to be let into the meeting. He has messaged me 4 times on Discord. Yeah. Could you let him in?
Okay, we'll be sure to do that. Next up is going to be Hat Club, repped by Dylan Huang and Mahir Padak.
Hi, I'm Dylan. I'm the co-president of Hack Club.
Hi, I'm Mihir, and I'm the co-president of Hack Club.
Only 2 more clubs to go. We have Washington High School Neuroscience, which will be repped by Simran Subramaniam and Neva Shrestha.
Hi, I'm Simran. I'm the president of Neuroscience.
And I'm Neva, and I'm vice president of WHS Neuroscience.
And last up will be Washington High School Robotics, which will be represented by Esther Rosenblum and Jepleen Carr.
Hi, I'm Esther Rosenblum. I'm the president of WHS Robotics, and our vice president, Jepleen, couldn't make it today, so our treasurer, Olga, is here.
Hello, I'm Olga, and I'm the treasurer.
Okay, thank you. So first off, we're going to start with questions that are open to all of our clubs. First question will be, what is your club mission statement or purpose? Please raise your hand so I can call on you. Okay, let's start off with culinary arts.
Our club's goal is to teach basic cooking skills, and we kind of go over like how to cook, like easy recipes with, yeah, just that kind of stuff.
Okay, next up, Aryansh is going to be talking about Washington High School Computer Science and AI for Nonprofit.
Yeah, so the purpose of our club is to utilize computer science and artificial intelligence for societal welfare. So we'll be assisting nonprofit organizations and schools by building like software programs and infrastructures using computer science and AI.
After that, I'm going to have Simran Subramaniam talk about WHS Neuroscience.
Our mission is to foster an interest in neuroscience among youth and to better inform those that are curious about the subject.
Thank you. Next up, Christopher Chow will be talking for data science.
The Data Science Club focuses on coding competitions like hackathons and USA Computing Olympiad, as well as research projects. We focus on turning ideas into applications and products that people can use later on. And let's say you want to create a food label analyzer to detect whether ingredients are harmful for users. We'll teach you how to create that neural network, the databases, the web applications, and to turn that idea into a product. Thank you.
Okay, next up will be WHS Robotics.
Yeah, so the mission of our club is to let members explore different areas of robotics, both hardware and software, and we will be teaching those areas and through interactive lessons with problems, and we will give projects that members can participate in.
Okay, last few clubs, we're gonna have Kaz talking for Washington High School Gaming.
We play video games, we organize tournaments, and we occasionally do actual esports stuff when able. So yeah, pretty simple.
Thank you. Okay, Dylan Huang will be talking for Hack Club.
Well, our mission statement is to get more people who aren't necessarily into computer science more into computer science, because you hear a lot of people talk about how they want to get into computer science, but they don't think they have the skills. Well, ours is more beginner friendly, and our curriculum, I think, is based on getting more people into it. So that's it.
Can I have a rep for Husky Animate answer the question, please?
Sure. So our main goal is to make a community around art, specifically animation, and it doesn't matter your skill level, we will be teaching how to animate, and we also just want to have a lot of fun and have a nice art community.
And last club for this question, Performing Arts Club.
Our mission statement is theater anytime, anywhere. We're working to cultivate a more welcoming environment and to make sure that everybody feels included and welcomed and comfortable enough to fully express themselves, as well as actually putting on productions like musicals and shows and open mics, which everybody is free to join.
Okay, second question open to everyone is, how can students become involved? How is the club going to communicate information? Let's start off with WHS Computer Science and AI for Nonprofit.
Yeah, hi. So students can become involved in our club by basically either writing to our club email or simply like directly reaching out to one of our club officers. So I guess like the club email itself is on the ASB website, and then we can add you to like a Facebook group and like a Facebook Messenger group, and also like to our mailing list where we'll send out like Zoom links to each meeting. And so yeah, we'll just communicate primarily through our Facebook group and through our email like list.
Thank you. Next up is going to be Simran talking for WHS Neuroscience.
Yeah, so the best way to get involved in neuroscience is to attend meetings, and our meetings will be monthly on Mondays from 3:30 to 4 p.m. on Google Meet, and links will be sent out through email, and they will be posted on our club Facebook and Instagram, which are on the ASB website.
Thank you. Next up is going to be WHS Robotics.
So we are going to be communicating through a website, which should be on the IOC website. We will also communicate through Facebook, Instagram, Discord, and email, which members can input through a Google form, which should be on our website.
Next up, Christopher Chow for Data Science.
So we're gonna have all our meetings posted on our Facebook at WHS Data Science, and we're gonna communicate all our information on there, as well as our email. So make sure to register on our Facebook group to get the latest updates.
Okay, now Kaz is going to answer this question for WHS Gaming.
We're pretty much Discord and Instagram are basically going to be all we're communicating through. On the ASB website, there should be a link to the Discord server, and you can join that.
Okay, next up will be Mahir for Hack Club.
Students can get involved by coming to our meetings, going through our lesson plans, and applying to the things we teach in our personal projects. And we'll be communicating mainly through our Discord server.
Okay, can I have a rep for Culinary Arts answer this question?
So you can come to our meetings, which are the last Friday of every month from 3:30 to 4, and you can fill out the Google forms that's in our Instagram bio, and the Zoom links will be posted on our Facebook and Instagram.
Thank you. Last two clubs, can I have a representative from Husky Animate answer the question?
You can reach us by following our Instagram. We have a Discord on the IOC website, the ASB website, and we will be having Zoom meetings on Mondays and Fridays from 3 to 4.
Thank you. Last club, Performing Arts Club.
So we relay information through our Instagram page, which is whs.pac. And on there, we post information about upcoming events as well as answering any questions someone might have about them. And then we're also going to have weekly Zoom meetings every Wednesday, either at lunch or after school, depending on the topic.
Thank you. Next up is going to be Dana asking individual questions.
Okay, so the first question I have is for the Culinary Arts Club. Someone asked, how will the club work over distance learning?
So we're gonna have Zooms once a month, and we're gonna do live follow along meetings where you guys can make recipes with us, and we'll kind of show you the step-by-step how to, and we'll give you guys instructions and like tips and stuff. So if you guys have any suggestions for like recipes you want to try, or if you guys have any suggestions, you guys can either DM me or DM the club Instagram. And yeah, oh, and we have a blog coming up where you can watch recipes and like how-to tutorials.
Cool, thank you. Okay, next up, I have a question for Husky Animate. Your question is, are club members going to learn about the animation process, or is this more of a club for watching and enjoying animated films?
We want to teach and learn the principles of animation, mainly 2D animation. Our focus is more on hands-on animating and just learning the entire process of storyboarding to making characters to how anatomy and perspective will work while animating instead of just watching films.
Okay, thank you. Next question I have is for the Performing Arts Club. Your question is, what are Performing Arts Club's plans for the year?
So for our plans for the year, we currently are working to get auditions started for Fashionistas, our show for the year, which are going to be held in November, and performances will be held through December. And then we also have plans for a musical in January. That's when auditions are starting. And then we'll have performances from the end of April to May. And we also have a theater competition, which will be completely online, which we can have many people participate in. There's a lot of openings. And we'll also be doing a lot more open mics and talent shows.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Next question I have is for computer science and AL for nonprofit. What nonprofits do you plan on working with? Will this club provide service hours?
Yeah, so in terms of like all the nonprofits we've contacted, we'll give more specifics in the actual meetings, but like some of the major nonprofits that we plan to work with to like build computer science and artificial intelligence based infrastructures so far are like the Shooting Stars Foundation, Coding Tomorrow, and Youth in Code, which like all have various programs for like education of the youth. And then we have Uniglobe Hacks, which is like a worldwide hackathon. So like our treasurer, Anj Parikh, is actually co-founder of this and says that we can actually teach like a workshop where we can all like teach like real world applications of computer science and AI. And then also the Alameda County Library and the Fremont Senior Center, you probably are already familiar with. And then Life Elder Care as well, which is like similar to the Senior Center, and it's also like a nonprofit for elderly care. So in general, service hours, in terms of service hours, it's based on like the specific nonprofits that we actually work with, like how they choose to account for each individual's contribution. But like in terms of most of the ones that we've contacted so far, I can say yes, that we will most likely provide service hours.
Okay, thank you so much. Melanie, do you want to carry this on?
So our next question is for data science. What does this club essentially do? Are you able to teach all skill levels, or is this club more for preparing members for competitions?
So we teach students from all skill levels. All you need to be is curious about coding, and as long as you want to learn, we'll help you. And what really differentiates our club from any other club is our activities and our track record. So you might think like, oh, there's so many STEM clubs, why should we join yours, right? Well, we have one at 3 consecutive hackathons. We have multiple teams ready to compete, and we're ready to share our knowledge on how to win. And we know multiple languages. It's not just Python. We know web development like HTML, JavaScript, CSS, Node.js, Swift. Anything you can think of, we can teach you. And our club is like a family. We have students from DECA, Debate, aspiring esports pros, and much more. So if you want to join, make sure to click our group on Facebook. Thanks.
Okay, so next we have WHS Gaming. What does a normal meeting look like or consist of?
Usually it's just announcements and updates on stuff. Like we have a Minecraft server up and running, so events that'll happen on that, tournaments or game playing stuff that'll happen. And when we get back to school, it'll usually just be we say a few things and then everyone just goes and plays stuff on the various consoles and we got set up.
And next we have Hack Club. What skills are general members going to learn in this club?
Well, skills like, well, if we're talking about our club, it's generally a beginner-friendly club, so we're going to be mainly covering the basics first, and then we're going to move on to applying it to a higher level. So mainly we're going to get the basics across several languages like Python and Java, and then we're going to move on to applying them to your own applications, and we're hopefully trying to get a more creative aspect. So we're going to have you put together your own projects and showcase them with other people and showcase them with everybody, basically.
And next we have WHS Neuroscience. What specifically does this club do?
So this year, our main focus will be on our monthly meetings with interactive activities and informative segments to employ a deeper understanding of the brain. But we'll also be holding meetings where we'll be prepping for the Brain Bee competition just to help our attendees and everything with the competition. We'll also be holding our second annual Mental Health Week with speakers and further interactive activities. Depending on how COVID-19 progresses, we may take it online, but right now we're not sure.
And for our last club, WHS Robotics, what does a meeting usually look like? How will this club work under distance learning?
Our usual meetings would look like alternating. Every other week, sometimes we will have lessons where we will have live demonstrations and explanations, and then problems in like various places so that to check the members' understanding. And then other meetings we will have projects where many of those projects will be either online, or if they have to do with hardware, there will be a live demonstration of either us doing something with like tools or Vex Robotics, or we will let them use their tools from home. So we will try to make it interactive for both hardware and software, although software will be a little bit easier.
Okay, and that concludes our first day of virtual Club Rush. All of our club's contact information, such as club email and social media, can be found on the ASB website, which will be linked below in the description. Sign up for clubs will be done over Google Forms, and each form will be linked in our master club orientation spreadsheet. Tomorrow we'll be focusing on our dance and culture clubs. We hope to see you there, Huskies.